Welcome back to Curry Soup. So, today we're going to be talking about the loss of sense of touch. As we all know, when we wake up, we open our eyes and we figure out what we are going to do for the rest of the day, correct? But not for someone who has just lost their sense of touch. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a person named Julie Malloy. And like any other young woman, she does her chores, she takes care of the children and any other daily routines. But she suffers from a condition called sensory neuropathy type 2, where everything from her shoulders down is completely numb. Meaning to say, she has no sensation at all from whatever's beneath her shoulders. And it makes you wonder whether she ever injured herself throughout her life. As a matter of fact, she did. At the age of 2, without realizing it, she put her hand on a very hot wooden stove. And as soon as her parents realized that, they rushed her to the hospital to get treated. And it was later on then they discovered that she had this condition. In the case of Julie Malloy, her body has been coping with the absence of the sense of touch ever since a very young age. Up until this day, she is still able to do her daily routines, but she has to think twice about everything before doing anything, which requires her to really rely on her sight and hearing. As for a normal person like us, where we have never suffered the condition before, the first thing when we wake up is we're going to think about whether or not we're going to be able to properly sit up today. Even more so when we are trying to get up and walk. And it's because our normal ability to do these actions depends on something called somatosensation, where it lets us know whether we are walking on a flat surface, are we tilting our head enough, am I turning too far to the left or to the right, am I properly walking up these stairs, are my knees bending correctly while I'm walking, and why can't I feel any heat? Which side is the wind coming from? The mind would be in complete disarray and confused. Okay, so the cause for the loss of sensation can vary from arthritis or lead poisoning, a bad case of shingles, which is a really bad inflammation of your nerves. It could also be a spinal cord injury, a stroke, a head injury from an accident, and in the case of Julie Malloy, it's sensory neuropathy. Moving on to the effects of the loss of sense of touch in our daily lives. As someone who has just gotten this condition, you would lose all your balance, leaving you unable to do your daily routines like normally. Your body has to recalibrate everything by compensating with your other senses, because you can't feel any texture, temperature, pain, or even the slightest vibration, and thus it takes time to regain what is lost. If you are someone who has this condition, I suggest that you go and ask help from your healthcare provider. It takes courage, and there is no shame in doing so, because like everybody else, anybody can get sick, including you and me. And depending on the cause of your condition, your approach of treatment might be different due to the many diseases that cause this complication. So, after watching this video, I really hope that you could be more grateful towards your sense of touch and also along with your other senses, even if you don't have this condition. And I also hope that we could be more understanding towards others if you ever meet these kind of people in your life, or maybe you have now, maybe it's your best friend, or maybe it's your family, or it could be someone you might meet in the future. There are people who suffer from this condition, and we must not alienate them, and we also must be grateful towards our sense of touch, because our sense of touch lets us know where we are in our environment, how we are being in our surrounding. It also allows us to be connected to our friends and families through the hugs and kisses, to function in society, and most of all, to be human. So, what did you think about the video? If you like the content, please hit the like button and smash that subscribe button to show us your love and support. Or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything else to share, or maybe it's your experience, or if you are someone who suffer from this condition, you feel free to do whatever you like. So until I feel you again, see you next time.